Hi everyone, I'm Hoodie Angel Brandon, and welcome to another month of Feh Freebies. This time for June, we are kicking things off with heroes with form skills. Does anyone actually use form skills? Like, genuine question. I feel like as A skills, there's just so many better options. It's actually kind of cool as a seal though. I think I used it on Garen in Legendary Sigurd's battle, and I've tossed it around on some other units since then, but it definitely feels better as a seal where it's not taking up the A slot where you could have like a stance 4 or something like that. And you can swap it out with something more generally useful if needed. It feels like a tool for specific situations more than anything, but I really can't think of anyone who really uses form skills. But with that said, I think we're gonna go for Anna on this one. More than for the form skill, I want joint drive speed because that's actually that's useful. I don't want to keep Anna. I'd probably just fodder her to someone. I was thinking Robin might like joint drive speed, but still no luck with him. Anyways, we'll just pull one blue. I don't need it that badly, so just the one is fine. Come on, something cool. Oh, birdie. Not what I would have liked, but an extra reposition is always helpful, so not a terrible pull to start the month off with. Next up is Bridal Belonging, which has Pulse Smoke Pent and Bridal Fjorm. Also these two, but I already have combat manuals of them. I don't need extra. I already have Fjorm as well, but a merge or using her for ground orders are both pretty good. And Pulse Smoke Pent, I actually thought he was green, but I'm mixing him up with his regular version, I guess. He has Pulse Smoke, which is still a good skill I could give to someone else. Not really sure who. I think I'd rather have another Pent over Fjorm. That colorless is tempting, but I don't really need an extra Fjorm. She works fine as is, so I don't really need to go for her. Instead, we'll just take this Corrin and be happy with that, I suppose. Is this my bride? Is this my bride for the bride banner? No, I don't think so. Oh well. Alright, next we have the Bridal Bloom banner, which is admittedly kind of tempting. I wouldn't mind having Ninian as another flying dancer, just always very useful to have. Also, she's really pretty, very, very pretty art. I don't really need her, and I do have other banners coming up soon that I'll probably want to pull on, so I probably shouldn't pull for her, but maybe I could pull any blues that show up. Good job, we pulled all the blues that showed up. Success. Between Tharja and Sanaki, I guess I want Tharja slightly more. I don't even remember what their stats look like or anything, because I was only interested in Ninian as a dancer. So I guess we'll go Tharja, but like, Well, there's our good boy. He heard there was a wedding and he came running, I guess. Oh no. I have a friend who's desperately looking for, like, I think the last 3 merges for his Corrin, and he has not gotten him. He's had the same luck getting his Corrin merges that I've had getting my Robin with plus speed. This is a plus attack Corrin. Not that it really matters, because I'm not gonna build a second Corrin. I like him, but I don't need a second one. Come on. Oh no. With Weekly Revival 14, it is rather tempting to go for Takumi because it's just always nice to have close counter fodder on hand. I do have some units that I can think of who might want it. But with that said, I don't really need it at the moment, so I'll probably just try one colorless. There's one. And then bounce. it's just always nice to have close counter on hand, but I don't need it. So I've got other stuff coming up. We even got some rerun banners for the midpoint that got announced just now. So and some of those look interesting. So definitely best to just save, since Takumi is not a high priority at the moment. That Legault is not super interesting though. For this new power banner, we have Flora, Carla, Soth, and Spring Sharena, whose stance got a lot less exciting now that we have Tatiana with Swift Stance 2. I actually did kind of want to get a Sharena, just because Swift Stance 2 was way rarer than it had any reason to be, because like it's not an amazing A slot, but or at least not the level 2 version. Once you add guard in the mix, I think it becomes a lot better, but as just a level 2 A slot, kind of uninteresting, but you do need it if you want to get the level 3 version off of Ronin. So I wouldn't have minded to have a Sharena as backup, but now that Tatiana exists, just not that interesting. Still wouldn't mind having her, but I think I'd rather pull red since it's got 2 units, and I'd love to get a Flora. My Flora is on a picnic and she moves very slowly, so that's unfortunate. Actually, this one moves very slowly as well, but at least she moves 2 squares, which is nice. And then we've also got Carla, who I got like 2 of recently off of like 4-star special focuses. Her weapon looks pretty solid. I wouldn't mind refining either of these 2, but I only have a little bit of dew, so I'm holding off. I just can't decide. And also Soth, I'm not going to pull for him here unless it's a full wheel of colorless, but his refine looks really good too. Gives me a little more hope that once Soleil gets a refine, it'll be something really good despite being a 4-star, but refines are always a mixed bag. So I'm going to focus red. Well, never mind, no red. We're going to focus green, I guess. Come on, Sharena. Give me my bun pal. Nah, just a Wrath. Just a Wrath. Not the worst thing in the world. I can promote him for Death Smoke, but I don't really need that right now, so... a little unfortunate, but not the worst green we could have pulled. He has future use at least. I actually have all of these from this weekly revival, so I guess I'll go Harden just because I'd rather pull blue than the other colors. Well, between Olwen or Reinhardt, I guess I'd value a merge on Reinhardt slightly more than Olwen's Swift Sparrow fodder, since we have Luthier in the pool, and I can get Swift Sparrow off of him now, so we'll just take this Kata, I guess. Not terribly exciting, but I wasn't that invested in this banner anyway, so... Alright, so for this double special heroes, it's kind of really solid across the board. I don't specifically need anything, though I really want Zane, actually. I don't specifically need anything, but I kind of want, like, all of these. Even, like, extra Hildas, I wouldn't mind merging. I'm like, for plus 10 armors, I'm admittedly considering Hilda. I lean more towards wanting Alphonse, I think. But Hilda would be cool, too. If Hilda was in Grails, I'd probably plus 10 her. Just having to spend orbs makes it feel a little less enticing, but very useful stuff across the board here. I could use pretty much any of these, so I kind of want to do just a full wheel. I am in orb recovery mode, but like I can spare like 15 orbs here, I think. So let's just toss some orbs. Yeah, I really do kind of want to get a Zane, so maybe I should just pull for Zane. Ray does not help us at all. No, sir. No, sir. But yeah, Zane... I liked Zane a lot in Shadow Dragon. Oh, Sakura. Cool. But not very helpful, actually. I set Zane up with... I think I gave him like some tomes and then like a lance or something. Tomes, a lance, and like a staff, and he just did like everything. Really cool, flexible unit. And he looks really cool in Feh, even if he's kind of like a reliant on like buffs and junk, but still cool. And his art is really cute. So I'd like to get Zane. Maybe I spent too many orbs though. Oh yes! Oh, and he's 5-star. I don't have to worry about it. Oh man, Zane, you're such a freaking cutie, and he can look however you want him to. So like, that's kind of perfect, right? I think he's one of the rare heroes who actually wants to be plus HP because his other stats don't really matter, which is unfortunate that he's minus HP, but I doubt it makes that big of a difference. Oh no, he lost like 3 extra HP or 4 extra HP. I doubt that's gonna suddenly make him unusable. Oh, that's hype. While we're here, we'll still pull that extra one though. We could get a Sephiran and fodder him for like auto recovery or something. That could be funny. Instead, we just got a Niles, looking sickly as ever, but that's iceberg fodder at least. But I'm happy I got a Zane. Not quite a free Zane, but a almost free Zane, and that's good enough for me. That's very nice. Thank you. For Ike and Julia's battle, we're gonna go for that double red, although Leon's Null Sea Disrupt is still pretty nice to have around. I wouldn't mind having an extra copy of him, but 2 reds and Ike, who I don't have, is just slightly more tempting, so we'll go for that. So we're gonna pull for Leon, like I was saying. Love to get some extra Null Sea Disrupt. And instead we just got Merrick. Boo. Boo, Merrick. You don't help at all. So we've got heroes with special fighter, and as soon as I saw this on the calendar, I was like, oh no, what if I free pull Ephraim and that whole Ephraim summoning session was all for nothing? Because I spent a good number of orbs there, as I recall. With that said, like, it wouldn't be bad to have extra special fighter on hand. But I don't know that it's something I really necessarily need. Should I pull all 3 colorless? I am interested in making some armors in the future, so having extra special fighter might be useful. It's only a few orbs. I can chuck a few orbs at this colorless. Just a few. I don't really need it right now, but again, it's just kind of stockpiling for the future. Natasha, they both have that the hood up, and I mixed them up, but neither of them are very helpful, so bleh. Come on, something decent. Matthew, that's not decent. That's not decent. So, like what, 8 orbs for nothing? Not terrible, I guess. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have, but it didn't hurt to try and future-proof a little. So, now we have the Tempest Trial for the new summer banner. By the time this goes up, you guys have probably already heard me ramble about this, but I have mixed feelings on this banner. Although we did know it was coming up based off of Marianne being in the data mine for this banner, we knew it was probably 3 houses related in some way. With that said, for this Tempest Trial banner, this was exactly what I expected once we saw the trailer. Though there were a few other characters I could see being on here. I could have seen like Claude or Annette on the Tempest Trial banner as bonus units. Though this was the most logical one. But last year they had like, I think Male Byleth was one of the bonus units. So, even though he wasn't on the banner. So, it was kind of hard to tell. Mercedes is not that exciting, and I've already got Hilda, so we're going to go for blue for a Marianne. Just one, so I was going to say maybe I'll pull all the blues, but I do kind of need to save orbs, so this is good. Just 1 blue is fine. Come on, free Marianne. Nope, just a quicker post too. Oh well. It's okay, I'm saving my blue luck for the actual banner, obviously. Next, we have Weekly Revival 16 with Kit Kat, Jenny, and Minerva. Of these, I'm only missing Minerva, but being honest, I think I'd kind of rather have some guilt-free Wrathful Staff fodder to just have for random healers and stuff. So I think I want to pull Colorless instead. Even though I'm missing Minerva, I have Young Minerva, who's just so much better that there's really no need. I'm honestly, if I got Minerva, I'd never use her, but we didn't even get a Colorless, so I was gonna say, I guess I could go for Swift Sparrow fodder to save, but I really don't need that because Luthier has that now, and he'll be in the common pool soon. So I guess we'll go for Minerva. Even if we can't get a Luthier from it, I guess we could get like 2 Dragon Flowers, which could be nice. We could get some Dragon Flowers. I like Dragon Flowers. Those are nice. I actually also need Echidnas for Drive Attack. I ran through all of my Drive Attack fodder trying to clear Naga's Abyssal map using only Binding Blade units. I needed some Drive Attack for that, and so now I'm out of Echidnas, so I'd love to get some more instead of Arthur, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Alright, next we have the rerun of Summer Passing, and we are in a post-Ash world, which means that our orbs are greatly diminished, and it's time to get saving hardcore. Fortunately, this banner was about as exciting as I remembered it being. I was like, was this banner just kind of underwhelming to me last year, or am I remembering wrong? But no, they've got like snag skills and like gap skills, which don't really interest me. Like snags are interesting, but I don't know. They always just seem kind of eh. I prefer ruses because you get that guard effect, and you can run them alongside a dual rally to give a bigger stat swing. These let you run like reposition and get some debuffs, but you don't get that guard effect, and you're not doing buffing. So, I don't really care for them. Though I wouldn't mind having Mia just for a harmonic for Awakening, and well, I don't really need another Radiant Harmonic, but Awakening Harmonic would be nice to have. Selena's pretty cool just because she's cool. Joshua too. I've already got loot that I've been saving for Robin forever. That was literally over a year ago that I started trying to go for Robin, and oops. But anyway, fortunately this banner doesn't tempt me too much, so we'll try for a colorless. If we have one, which we do, we'll try for this one colorless, try and get the harmonic, and if there's nothing here, then I'm not too tempted to go for more, so that's very fortunate for our orb saving. Just a Kagero, which is a very unexciting pull, but again, not tempted, thanks. Just gonna take the Kagero and bounce. Alright, we've got Heroes with push skills, which is so dang tempting. Just 3 really good units I'd love to pull. But I need to save. I'm leaning more towards Gwen than Bernie, but Bernie would be second pick. Well, there was no Gwen or Jill. Should I pull 1 blue? I could spare like 4 orbs for a blue, I think. I do need to save, but yeah, I'll throw one blue pull. That's fine. I'd love to pull harder on this banner, but I do need to save. I've spent so many orbs lately. This year has been rough on me. We just got to clear. That's disappointing, but about what I expected, so can't complain too much. Blech. Summer returns a little late. Summer actually started a few days ago, but I'm gonna go for Leg Yarn. I already have one that I'm saving for fodder, but wouldn't mind having another one because Swift Sparrow's still really solid fodder. Backup, probably Levitine for Mirror Impact, although I actually have Mirror Impact fodder as well that I just don't know who to use it on. I look at the impact skills and I'm just like, who wants these? I'm not sure. I know they're strong, but I can't decide who to give it to. Kind of tempted to like put it on Morgan, but it doesn't actually give her the res boost for her tome. I considered like Klein or something to give him like more survivability with his brave bow if he doesn't kill. I don't know. Who would be good with mirror impact? I don't know. But we'll just pull this one blue. Try for another leg yarn, and then we'll bounce. Nope, just a Florina. I don't need it that badly, so I won't spend more orbs. Though it is kind of tempting just to pull blue. For this weekly revival, we're going to go for Hector. Nino wouldn't be a bad backup to have some aerobatics fodder, but since I am working on investing in Hector, figure a merge would be helpful there. Instead, we just got another Claire. Jeez, I've gotten a lot of Claires this month. Please leave. Please leave. I don't need more hit and run fodder, thanks. For this month's voting gauntlet, can't say I'm too interested in any of these characters. And fodder-wise, it's kind of okay. We have Tech Speed Bond 4 and Aerobatics and Speed Tactics, and Harsh Command, which is pretty nice. Got Attack Speed Catch, but I don't really like Catch that much. Not really sure who I'd put that on. And then we've got Pegasus Flight and Fury. So just kind of okay, but niche stuff that I don't really have any immediate use for. I think I'd prefer red slightly. Well, alright, I guess we'll take the blue then. And we'll just try and get ourselves something. Not too torn up about this FE though. I didn't really have anything that I really desperately wanted for this one, so easy pass, which is good for my orbs. We're almost back to 500. Finally, to end off this month, we have the rerun of Summer's Arrival. I was hoping that this month would be a month where I could skip the legendary banner, but I guess that's not a thing. So we're cutting it a little bit short, ending on this. None of these units excite me that much. I guess I'll go for Tana. But she doesn't excite me too much. She might get a refine in the future, though. I got that Halloween Noe, and I still don't know how to use her effectively. So I don't know if I'd ever actually get around to using Tana here. But we'll try for her nonetheless. Oh, it really wants me to go for her, but I don't need her. I'll take one. Just pull the one red orb, and then we'll bounce. Oh, Fury Man. That's actually better. I can actually use him more than I could use Tana, so that's a solid pull. I guess I could have used Tana for attack speed push fodder if I really needed it, but I've got other sources for that, so that's not necessary. So I'm more than happy with this this Hinata. We will call that there. So yes, thank you guys as always so much for joining me on another round of Feh Freebies. This month has been rough. Mostly not because of the freebies, but we have been using them to try and recover from that. And it looks like that is not going to end well for me. But anyway, thank you guys as always so much for watching. Best of luck to you guys on your summons, whether they be any of these banners or ones in the future, whether they be free or whether you're spending orbs. And until next time, this is Hoodie Angel Brandon signing out.